Hello world, Shelly here, and it's time for another episode of Concealer Fest, and today I'm checking out one that I'm very excited about from Rituel de Fille. This is the Soft Sorcery Weightless Serum Concealer. Retails for $29 for, oh, I just looked at this and I already forgot it, 0.2 fluid ounces or 6 milliliters of product. The reason I am so excited to try this out is because I had purchased the lab release of this. Rituel de Fille is one of those brands that I really love how they include their community in their development process. Anyone can buy the lab release versions of their products, and this is when they're developing a new product, they make a version of it available to the public for purchase at a reduced price, and you try it out, you fill out a survey, you give them your feedback, and then they incorporate that feedback into the final version of the product. And this one I was really excited about. I reviewed the lab release version, so I will link that for you guys if you missed that. I really liked it. The lab release version did not have the magical sorcery ingredients in it. So let me read you their claims. By the way, this comes in 24 shades. I've got it in shade 121. Yes, the fifth lightest shade. I've got 121 light for neutral to soft pink undertones. This revolutionary serum concealer is the first makeup in the entire world to harness a breakthrough new carotenoid developed to nurture and revitalize the under eye. With buildable medium coverage and weightless wear, it self-sets to a seamless second skin finish, instantly brightening dark circles, evening out spots, and hiding blemishes. It is cruelty-free, it is fragrance-free, it is Sleeping Bunny certified, it is silicone-free. The Soft Sorcery Concealer offers even more than your best ever complexion. This is a true formula innovation. It's the first makeup in the entire world and the first beauty product in any category outside of Korea, including skincare, to feature, I'm gonna attempt to pronounce this, D-inoxanthin. I think I actually got it right. I might have got that right. An ultra powerful yet ultra gentle fermented carotenoid that works at a skincare level concentration to improve the look of your under eye area over time. If that's true, that is some sorcery. Sustainability, the vial is made from 50% consumer recycled material. The cap is made from 100% recycled material. The dough foot is made from Rituel. I'm gonna have to look that up because I don't know what that means. The carton's made from sustainably sourced paper and printed with water-based inks. This is made in Los Angeles from globally sourced ingredients and materials. So let's take a look at shade 121 swatched against a few others in my collection. Swatch time. First up is today's concealer from Rituel de Fille, the Sorcery in shade 121. Second, I've got from House Labs their concealer in shade 12 Light Rosy. Third up is NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla. And last, I've got the Maybelline Age Rewind in Fair. Let's get a look at this doe foot. Yep, just looks like your typical paddle style doe foot. I am going to start on this side and let's do sponge. It's a dry sponge. I actually prefer dry sponges for my concealer application than damp ones. I don't know why. Now, there is a shade that is neutral to light pink undertones that is one shade lighter than this one, but I've been feeling lately that going too light with my concealer kind of just ages me. I can't really go for that brightening under eye thing anymore because it just accentuates my lines. So I went with this shade, which actually I think ended up being perfect. But there is a lighter one if you are the similar undertone to me but want a lighter shade. Like I said, this is the fifth lightest shade. I'm just itching an itch with my sponge on my nose. My nose is itchy today. Oh, yeah, that coverage is lovely. Feels a lot like the lab release version. I think the only thing missing was the actives as far as that lab release version, so I'm expecting coverage and wear and appearance to be very similar. I would call this a semi-matte finish. It's not flat, it's not dry looking, it does look hydrated, and I'll build it up just a little bit, but just comparing one coat to nothing with a sponge, I think it's looking quite good. There's got to be a cat hair stuck somewhere on my face. Let's try the other side, shall we? Get my little trough. I'm going to use my Alter Ego 101 brush, shaped a lot like the kitten paw brush from the BK Beauty Angie Hot and Flashy collection. I love that brush as well, but mine is dirty right now. So we will use the Alter Ego brush. The Alter Ego version is a little bit more flexible or a little bit less dense, if you want to think of it that way. I find that that makes it nice and soft for doing this little brushy thing to sort of blur the product up to your lash line. So I really do like that. Coverage I think looks pretty similar from one side to the next, would you say? I don't think we got a ton more or less coverage with either application process. I also think they look the same. So whatever your preference, if you like a sponge, use a sponge. If you like a brush, use a brush. I think you're going to be all right either way. Let's build up just a smidge. You know, this little part of my dark circles is the darkest, and then I do have this little blue blood vessel right over here that runs right through my face and drives me batty. So let's try and cover that up, shall we? Oh, that covered nicely. I can barely see it now. And let's get that little trough. I'm just using the brush because I find the brush to be easier. But I think you could use sponge and you'd have just as much luck. Get the trough. Oh, these dark circles are killing me. Have not been sleeping great lately. Submitted my application for promotion. Again, if you've been around for a minute with that whole unexpected situation last year, that, you know, whoopsie, we just had you do all of your promotion application and we misread or have different interpretations of the timing in the handbook. So I had to wait another year to be eligible to go up for promotion. So anyway, I just did it all again. Haven't been sleeping this week. So ignore the dark circles, which are much less visible now that we have some concealer on. Let me zoom you guys in so you guys can get a look at what I'm looking at. This is really smooth. Now, if this is anything like the lab release, I'm going to expect one little situation of it sort of having excess product move around. I'm tapping that out, and as soon as that is tapped out and everything sets down, the lab release set down, stayed put, did not move, looked really nice throughout the day and by the end of the night. We'll see if this one holds up just as well or if the actives somehow impact the wearability, but I have really high hopes for this because Rituel de Fille does not mess around. Their products are not inexpensive, but they are incredibly high quality, at least the ones that I have tried. The Thorn Oil is amazing. Their cream concealer is excellent. Their foundation, I've been wearing this all week just because I was so excited that the concealer was coming, so I pulled out the foundation. I wore it all week to work. This stuff is super lightweight. The 3-drop foundation, it literally only takes me 3 drops to cover my entire face. I love this brand. They are good stuff. Not sponsored. Wish it was. If they want to sponsor me, send me any money. I'll gladly continue your products. But I buy their stuff anyway. So it'd be foolish for them to send me anything free because I'm going to buy it. Isn't that the catch-22 of life? Yeah. So that is where we are starting out. Let's check the time. It is 1:31. Let me go put the rest of my face on. I will be right back. Back with the Rituel de Fille concealer. No issues blending anything. I have no powder applied to set anything. So we are going to rock and roll as is. It's very humid outside. We'll see how it holds up without any setting. But I don't like to set my under eyes because it makes them look really dry. So we'll see how it holds up. I'm very pleased. I think everything's looking good right now. I'm having a good makeup day. So I will come back tonight, gonna wear this all day, come back tonight, we will take a look at how everything turned out. 10:35 p.m., that puts us right around the 9-hour mark. Let's take a look at how the Rituel de Fille Soft Sorcery, that's what it is, I wanted to say supernatural. And I think I might have said that when I swatched it. I don't remember, but I don't remember if I said the right word. Soft Sorcery concealer held up. I think it held up great. I think it's still giving me a good amount of coverage, just a little bit of fade in the amount of coverage, which for me is pretty good. I usually fade a good amount and it's not too well faded. It did settle just the tiniest bit into the deepest line that I've got under my left eye, but really, that could be application error because honestly nothing else moved around and it still looks quite nice. It feels nice. Nothing feels dry around my eye area. Let's zoom you guys in so you can see what I am seeing. Most of the coverage stayed put. The makeup around that area stayed put, so it didn't have any kind of oily finish that affected my foundation around the area that it was blended around. Just the tiniest bit of settling into lines on my left eye, but generally speaking, I think it looks lovely. Maybe I can see my lines a smidge. It's not quite the spandex holy grail, but I think it is very, 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 very nice. And if it's got the longer term skincare benefits that they claim, because they do claim that not only does it have that active ingredient, but that the active ingredient is in a skincare concentration, meaning it's the same concentration as if you applied it like skincare. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna keep wearing it, and we will find out now, won't we? If I had to give a grade to the Rituel de Fille Soft Sorcery, let's get the full name, Weightless Serum Concealer, gotta give it an A. It is lovely. It is absolutely lovely. And I would say it stayed very true in its final version to the experience I had with the lab release. So I appreciate that consistency as well. There you have it. Another episode of Concealer Fest is in the books. If you like concealer reviews, if you had fun with this one, give me a thumbs up down below. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see next. I keep a running list. I buy stuff all the time whenever I can. I am trying to hold out till the fall Sephora sale for my next big purchase, but you know, if something that catches my eye that I just need to have comes up, then you know I will pick it up. So let me know what you would like to see in the comments down below. As always, thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. Hit me up on Patreon. I do some behind the scenes stuffs over there. And I appreciate your time, and I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.